Hey everyone, I don't know if anyone's joining today's live, but I am constantly getting requests on here on YouTube. So I'm trying to bring more people over to my YouTube channel so that I can build it for when I launch next month. Relaunch, if you will. Rebranding, relaunching, a little more focus on health and wellness. And some of my biggest and most requested videos are simply making meals, making small dishes, making things healthy but delicious. Delicious is key. And today's is going to be kind of whatever we have in our fridge. And we have a lot of awesome produce. And we went to the farmer's market and I wanted to make this amazing sprouted salad because we got so much stuff. So it's really not going to require a lot on me. And in order to let you see what's happening on the cutting board, look at how gorgeous these alfalfas are. These are serious. They gave me so much because I was so excited about the food. And they were just like, you know what? Have a ton of alfalfa. We have so much of it. You're probably not going to see a lot of my face because I can't quite figure out how to get my face as well as the meal on the camera. And I know you want to see how I make it, so I'd rather you see how I make it versus see my face. And we'll go from there. So I have my massive salad bowl. So my husband and I are pretty chill people. We have a big old bowl, and everything we do, and this is not the only sprout, this is just one, but we're going to use all of them because we have very little leaves and we have a lot of herbs to add. I believe in the power of herbs, healing, medicinal. I digest sprouts really well, so I have a lot of history of digestive issues, not being able to eat greens like most people, not being able to enjoy produce the way I love to or used to be able to. But what we do, and by we I mean me, I make it and we eat out of it. We just share the big bowl and just eat. You know, gorgeous raw dinner. It's probably all raw except for the rice. I do make a grain. My husband always loves to have a grain at night with his salad. So I'm sprouting and soaking some pink. I don't know, pink or red rice. I don't know what's down there right now. I think it's pink. Hi, whoever just joined. Let me see something. Okay. Hi, whoever just joined. Welcome. Thank you for joining. You're not going to see a lot of my face, but you're going to see a lot of the food prep, and I think that's what everybody wanted to see anyway. So we have this big, massive base of alfalfa here. Then I have these gorgeous kale sprouts. Look at these guys. Are these not amazing? I'm just going heavy with sprouts because it's one thing I can eat. We both love them. And I picked just a little bit of kale from the garden. So I'm just going to really chop it finely and throw it in here. And then let's see, what else do we have? I think this is our broccoli sprouts or our radish sprouts. I think this is our radish sprouts. This will add a little spice to the dish. Yes. Gorgeous, organic, beautiful, clean, healthy. You should see all the veg that I'm going to throw in here. We're just going to have a massive salad for like a party of 12. And in reality, it's just my husband and I for dinner. And then lastly, we have the broccoli sprouts. These are my husband's favorites. He loves broccoli, and he just loves the broccoli sprouts. So we're throwing all these gorgeous sprouts in. And now we already have a massive salad base. It's just going to be delicious. I'm just trying to mix this element up first because this is the alfalfa makes everything a little more clingy. So I try really hard to mix it well so that it's not all stuck together. I don't know if you eat alfalfa, but if you do, you'll know it's sticky. So what I'm going to do is move that to the side so I can show you what we're going to do. I pulled a bunch of stuff from the fridge. Whew, I'm exhausted today. You know, I just realized I probably have a better spot to do this, but next video. I'm already set up here and I have a mound of stuff on this side. So let's get going. We'll start with this because we need to skin this. I know. The skin is where most of the nutrients are. Unfortunately, I cannot eat the skin, so my husband doesn't mind either way. He just likes cucumbers. So we're in a good place here. But this is just a simple English cucumber, organic, and the silica is the most beneficial for the skin. But have no fear, I will be adding silica to my dressing so that we don't lose out on these beautiful nutrients. And I'm sorry, I'm really not feeling well. I'm incredibly breathy today. Trying just to kick it and be okay, but this weather is kicking me. Not sure how big I want to make my pieces yet, so I just want to see. I really want like really finely diced pieces for the cucumber. Whenever I do sprouted salads, I always make my veg a lot smaller because I don't want to overpower all the sprouts. So everything's like finely cut, minced, shaved, whatever. And sure, I could take less time and do this, but we're here for a little while, so why not just chat, listen, chop, do the thing. For the person that's here, are you one of my regular Instagram followers, or are you just someone that has been subscribing to me in the past? And I'm going to eat that. Subscribed to me in the past and saw that I'm going live. Either way, I thank you for being here and joining me. So I'm basically cutting it in 16s, each piece in 16s. I don't even know what I'm doing here. I'm just making messes is what I'm doing here. I thought it was Allie. Hey, how are you? I had a feeling it would be you. I did not decide to do this live on Instagram today. I'm just testing out YouTube Live, trying to build off of it, see if I can build the momentum here before I actually launch the new channel. And, you know, I've been out and filming, and I'm not Instagram as well, just here, just to try to get people interested over here. And try to get people to start following. So that when I do launch, they'll be able to check me out and see if I can provide some health tips and answers for them, as well as do many requested videos, which have been ASMR style, mukbang style, grocery shopping, health tips. So a good amount of things coming down the works. I've basically been spending my time filming, being sick and acting like a recluse, and then when I go to the hospital, that will give me time to edit and just get things in a good place to get started, which is the ultimate goal here. I'm not planning on a specific launch date yet. I just know everything's launching in June. And I'm taking it day by day. I actually think this is more than enough cucumber for this dish. I might change my mind later, but I'm going to leave it here for now and eat a piece for myself. So good. I thought about it. And I don't have a lot of color going on in this dish, sadly. But it will have a lot of flavor. I've got a bunch, like an exorbitant amount of blueberries that I'm going to do a blueberry orange dressing. But I'm going to do it mixed with the probiotic dressing from Dark Horse Organics. So I hope it turns out well, because I feel like everything in here is going to be rather neutral flavor. And I'm actually going to do like blueberry orange lemon. So I have citrus and, you know, you've got a nice little punch. You've got the detoxifying charcoal. You've got bee pollen for energy. And then you'll have some blueberries just to incorporate some fruit. I have a ton of herbs that I chopped from the garden. So there will be sage, parsley, a little kale, catnip. All of this will be going in as well. That's why I don't want to get too crazy. I think half of this is going to have to get put in the fridge so that we can just eat it later and then have the other half. Since I'm also sprouting and soaking some pink Madagascar rice right now. And that I'll be able to cook a little later after it's done sprouting. So when my husband comes home, it will be nice and warm for him. It is excruciatingly hot today, super sunny, and then we're going into like the depths of doom and gloom for I think the next 5 or 6 days. How's the weather where you are? Is it nice today, or are you experiencing the rain that we had yesterday? Oh, someone else. Thanks for joining. I don't know who you are, but thank you. Oh my God, it's so humid today. I can't even deal. My cats are out on the porch. I'm not participating. Look at all this beauty and bounty from my garden. Oh my God. Oh, hey, Meredith. My 2 favorite ladies. Always being supportive. I'm actually seeing Meredith tomorrow. We are doing a roots trip. And I'm bringing her some matcha tea that I didn't love because it had additional spices and what have you in it. But she said she would happily take it, and I'm happy somebody wanted it because I'm sure somebody else who is not a matcha purist would love it. But I'm too picky for my own good. So now I'm chopping. I wish I could see your comments like constantly in a corner or on the side or something. Yeah, Allie, drive all that way. Yeah, I wish I could see them, but they like pop up and I'm like, oh crap, I missed comments. I missed things. So if I don't respond, it's probably just because I didn't see it. The reason why you don't see my face is because I can't get the right angle with the space that I'm given right now, and I want you guys to see the cutting board. This is catnip, by the way. I only did a little bit of the catnip. I don't want it to get too overpowering, but I am drinking a catnip lemon balm infusion as well. Don't worry, Allie. You don't have to get here till tomorrow afternoon or late morning. I guess that's what we're doing. I really kind of want to go to Great Sage and try one of their lunch specials. I'm not going to lie. They have one item on the menu that looks appealing as all get out to me, but sadly, I don't know what that is. Okay, sadly, it only lets me see it. Look at these little baby kales. So happy. Such a small amount, and I think I still need to derib it. These look, even though they're so tiny, they still look like if I were the one to get that piece, it would bother my belly. I just wanted like lots of texture to the salad. But yes, so Great Sage has a new menu. No, this is for Luke and I tonight. For dinner. We went to the farmer's market and just got so many beautiful sprouts. Those are the greens I can eat. And so I'm making a massive sprout salad that will probably last us a good 2 days. It's huge. And I'm just throwing a bunch of herbs in from the garden and veggies. So far I put English cucumber and celery really finely diced up in, as well as alfalfa sprouts, broccoli sprouts, kale sprouts, and radish sprouts. And now I'm really finely mincing this kale so that I can eat this tiny, teeny bit for whatever I get of this teeny, tiny bit, and I don't have any digestive issues from it, hopefully. And I'm making like a blueberry lemon dressing for it. And I think, I'm not sure if I'm going to do the orange juice or orange zest. I feel like the zest might be really much more effective than the juice. So I'm still debating on what I want to do with orange. And then I have tons of parsley and some baby sage down here. So the baby sage, I'm actually just going to peel the little pieces off and throw them in because they're so tiny as it is. They don't really need to be touched too much. I'm actually running to Mom's Market tomorrow to get some seeds that I need, 2 seeds. And normally I do not buy potted plants, but I tried the most amazing thing, so un-Jessica-like, that I need it. And I really do like to add this very mildly to some of my medicinal teas once I make them. And it is called chocolate mint. And it is the most lovely mint. It's the finest mint. It doesn't have a lot of mint flavor. Or it has a mint, it's like fully peppermint as their mint base, but it's not an aggressive mint. It's actually a really nice, appealing mint. And it's a very nice, appealing mint. This is parsley. It's amazing. This is like our favorite herb of all times. An accidental purchase, and a good one at that. But anyway, so I am going to buy that pre-potted. And then I'm buying sage seeds and more cilantro seeds, since my cilantro got ripped up, allegedly on accident. I am going to replant. I am seeing like tiny little sprigs of it pop up, but I want to actually have cilantro this year, so I'm not messing about when it comes to making sure that it grows. And the sage just really looks sad. Everybody tells me it's going to be fine. It does not look fine. It looks like it's struggling and hanging on by a thread. And since I love sage and I need sage, I'm going to go pick up sage seeds and hope that I can rectify the damage to the sage that we had. It looked amazing before it was uprooted and put into a pot, so I'm just Roots sell seeds, and they sell the same brand that Mom's does, the ones that I like, but Roots does not have that chocolate mint, sadly, because I was thinking, okay, well, I'll just buy Well, I actually went to Roots the other day to see if they had it, and unfortunately they didn't. So I'm just going to go to Mom's and pick those up. I have to grab a few other things at Mom's anyway. So I just figured I'd go there in the morning and grab those few items so I have them. Because I have an early appointment at 9 tomorrow. Well, 9:15. That'll give me enough time to get away from Luke's work over to my appointment. And then I'll pop by Mom's, and my appointment's not long. It's only like a half hour. And then I'll pop by, that's good. Pop by Mom's, since it's in that general area. And then I will come home until I meet with you, Meredith. And then I'll use those in the... Some of these are a little too firm to be good. They're the ones that held up all the pretty pieces. So when you have garlic scapes and garlic chives, some of your pieces that hold the scapes are too hard to want to use and cut up as an actual chive. Oops. And then you have the scapes, which I'm debating putting in the dressing because I think that would be a lot of fun. I might actually just chop them up really fine and put them in here for color. Oh, I'm sorry. Can you say, oh shoot. Can you rewrite that? Because I didn't see that. Look how pretty. I love these things. They're like just little pretty purple snowflakes. Yeah, if anybody knows, oh hi, third follower. I don't know who you are, but thank you so much for joining. I can't see a continuous stream of chats, so when you guys write, sometimes I miss what you're writing because I'm chopping. So if I don't respond, I'm not ignoring. I just legitimately am not seeing your comments. And I did just see a comment real briefly and disappear. And whoever wrote that, I know it was a question. Could you please write back so I can actually see what you said so I can answer it? Oh, so pretty and purple. Oh, this is going to be a beautiful salad. If anything, it's a happy salad. And if the third person who just joined us, if you'd let me know who you are, if you came from Instagram anyway, I'd love to know who you are. So I just have a teeny tiny baby purple or red onion. Everybody likes to call it purple or red. I think it looks purple, but you know, whatever you want to call it is fine by me. I'm just going to peel off the outer layer, and then I'm going to chop this up. We love onion in our salads. We don't mess around. So onion is the real deal. We go always with a good purple onion because it's nice and potent. And the trick that I taught my brother is to not cut all the way down to the end. So if you see here, I don't have great lighting, but this holds it together. If you stop it like right about here, you can actually basically do a full dice to your onion without having to do a lot of work. You just cut in downward, and then you'll flip it over, and then you'll cut into it downward in the opposite direction. Like, hi, thanks for answering, because I didn't see the question. And if it was sent again and I didn't see it, please forgive me. Call this the purple salad. I've got purple cucumbers, purple onion, purple garlic scapes, and then now when you cut it, you're fully diced. So you can make it as thin or as thick as you want. I used to cry a ton with onions, and I don't anymore. I don't know why that is. Not that I'm complaining. And then you just throw it on top of your salad, and we'll mix it all in a bit. I'll actually show you an over the view shot, if it will allow me to, of what it looks like once it's done. I just know you guys like to watch the chopping portion, so I figured cut my head off so you can see the chopping. One day I'll get the right angle so you can see both my head and the chopping. What a miracle that'll be. Okay, so I'm gonna do I'm going to do 1 preserved lemon minced up. I'm just trying to get it out so I can come back over there. And then I'm going to add preserved lemon in the dressing. This piece looks a little sketch to my liking, so I don't want to use it. And this is the last of this type, but we'll be using, not sure, you saw my earlier comment, I shocked you. Oh, yes. So I hate mint. And I hate chocolate mint. However, this has the most faint mint flavor and the most mild, like, just like a gentle touch. It's like literally a touch of flavor. And the chocolate mint is just so, it's like a sweeter mint. So I would dare call it a sweet mint. So it's like a mild peppermint that's a little sweeter. That's how I would classify it. And I think it's just the most lovely flavor, and it will be beautiful in teas where it's not like peppermint got smashed in your face. And I really hate spearmint. Oh god, no. No. So I'm super excited about this. If you guys like what you're seeing so far, if you don't mind giving me a thumbs up, just so this will work in the analytics, so people start to, while I'm doing these lives building up to the relaunch, I'm just trying to get or rebuild. I've lost like half my following that I had prior. Granted, the last time I came on was like really came on. What? Why is this orange on the inside? No. I'll be so sad if we don't have any purple. This is a very weird one to me, guys. I don't like it. I don't like orange carrots. Only I don't like orange carrots. I find them disgusting. I only like the taste of purple carrots because they're sweet. And I thought I got so lucky being able to. Thank you guys for the thumbs up. Oh, this is depressing. Okay, hold on. Okay, so isn't that peculiar? Do you guys see this craziness? So all the other purples are purple on the inside, and the orange, or the purple one that was the big one, is actually an orange carrot. I guess we'll have orange and purple in here. That's okay. I'm actually going to spiralize these guys, and then I'm going to chop them, so they'll be like really fun additions to the salad. See, that's what I wanted. What a bummer. I'm going to do one more. And if it's too much, I'll just eat it because I love purple carrots. That's the wildest thing, though. I've never actually seen a purple carrot be orange on the inside. Have any of you? Are any of you as picky as me with your carrots? Beautiful. All right, this I need to put anywhere else because this is a big old mess. Oh, they're so sweet. I just love them. I eat them like every single day. I just love them. Okay. I'm going to stick the compost bin over here so that it's more readily accessible. Well, Roots has them so you can buy them by the color, which I think is super cool. The only Whole Foods, and one of the biggest reasons why I go to Annapolis is their variety's bigger, but they actually do your traditional orange bundles, your rainbow bundles, and then a straight purple bundle, which is my favorite thing they've ever done. Okay, throwing away this mess so that we can, I'm so out of breath, so that we can turn this cutting board to the side and spiralize some carrots. How big is this? I don't know if I want it that big. Well, we'll do it with the orange and see what we get. Oh yeah, and it helps when you actually cut a portion of the orange off so you can... There we go. Okay. We are ready to go. Press this in and make sure we are locked in. Over. All right, we are getting a ton of carrot. I might have cut too much carrot. Traditional, typical Jessica fashion. I don't know why we're not grinding here for some reason. Let's pull this away. There we go. So much carrot. I'm a constant eater while I cook. I don't know about you guys, but I love to eat and cook at the same time. Or eat and prepare, since technically I'm not cooking anything. Okay. We have a conundrum here. Huh. I think we have too much. So let's see what we can do with this. And now I just want to break up the spirals so that when I throw it in, it doesn't take over. Oh, hi! Whoever just joined me. I can't... Oh, hey, Kyle. The one I have has different blades, which I love. Oh, look at this guy. I'm gonna eat it. It'll mess up my aesthetic. Right, this salad's getting super full, and we are not done. Normally I do all of this with my hands, but since I've been doing so much meal prep with my brother, and my fingers are really hurting being wet so often, you know, just from dealing with all the veg, that I'm having to use the stupid tongs so that I can actually have fingers left at the end of the day. Yesterday wasn't too bad. It was about an 8-hour day. Last week was like a 24-hour day. It was very long. Okay, I actually think yes to the purple. Now that it's mixed in, it gives good color, but I think one more carrot, maybe not two. So I'll just eat the other one. That's good. It's very good. Maybe I like this with you not watching me shove my face full. I'm just pushing it in so that it locks into the table. I'm gonna go with the dark one. Just because I find it prettier. Let's hope it's not too thin. I do worry when I have thinner vegetables that I put too much pressure on them. And this is going to add so much pretty color. Well, you know what? I need to go to matcha time tomorrow as well. I have to pick up my kimchi. Maybe I'll go on Thursday. I have so many appointments this week. I can't keep up. Ooh, now this is beautiful. We are not staying put here. If you can't tell, I've been moving for like a year. With this carrot. It's so sweet. Almost there. No. This might be where we'll cut this. That's fine by me because I'll just eat it. Yes. It's so sweet. Like candy, guys. I think this will be pretty and enough color to add. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. As you can see, the salad is getting really big. And I still have actually I only have one more ingredient, so we're not doing too bad on space. This is perfect. If I had like a yellow pepper, this would be really nice. It would have all the beautiful colors in it. My favorite ingredient. I'm prepping this for dinner for Luke and I, as well as some pink rice. While making a mess underneath of me. I swear, I'm not the cleanest cook in any respect. I'm not even like a clean cook. I'm a train wreck. Yeah, I really like pink rice. The texture's nice. It's like thicker like a brown rice, but it's not so hard to digest. So I have it soaking in some spring water, a little sea salt, and I have it sitting in there with silica and dulse. Do any of you like your corn on the cob raw? I adore raw corn. So I'm just breaking up the kernels in my hands so they can go throughout the salad. This is a big favorite addition, especially from Luke's point of view, is the raw corn. Actually, this adds a yellow element. Not as bright, but still, we've got some pretty colors now popping through. I might do a second ear, honestly. I think it needs more. They're so sweet. I only buy my corn from one place. Roots Market has the most amazing raw organic corn. And I mean amazing raw organic corn. In fact, they're the only place I can find organic corn most of the time, but it never, ever lets me down. It's always sweet. It's always delicious. It's always local. Local is so hard to find, especially organic. I don't know where or what farm they buy them from. They just do it like bosses. I like this with a little Old Bay. Just real simple. Dare I say, my version of the Happy Meal. Okay. Last little bit here. And now I think we're looking really good. The dressing's going to be very simple. And I'm going to eat this. I will not let this go to waste. Hey, welcome. If you're from Instagram, welcome. I'm making salad. I'm making sure that the ear of corn. Nope. I think I have C. diff again. So, I'm just going with the flow. And my lungs are super, 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 super hurting right now. So, it is what it is. I'm not going to beat myself up over it. I have all these beautiful blueberries. And I want to add a few to the salad before I make my dressing. C. diff? Was that what you're talking about? Oh, I just threw. All right, forget it. I don't care if my hands hurt. I'm gonna go in with my hands. It basically means that it is a bacteria that grows in your intestines. Everyone has it, but if you have a healthy digestive tract, that you won't or shouldn't encounter any problems from it ever in your life. When you have a weakened immune system, it's more probable long-term that you'll get it, especially if you're on heavy drugs, which I am. And I'm on them so frequently at such high doses. And that being said, it basically makes everything in your stomach, the easiest way I can put it is that it makes everything in your stomach turn to liquid the minute food starts hitting it. And you either throw it up or everything starts just coming out as liquid from everywhere. And it's super painful, like one of the most painful things I deal with. and having it so reoccurring, it's terrible. Everything you hear is like water gurgling sounds. Sorry, I'm just cleaning my floor really quick. Water gurgling sounds. And that's coming from my stomach, and it's just super, super painful. Super contagious and hard to fight. And my body is quite weak right now. And I just can't fight it. And you get drugs for it. There are fecal implants that you can get. I think I'm in a place where I'm probably, like, I am a candidate now, but there's like time frames. There's like a lot of restrictions to it, so it's just going with the flow of it. And I don't know. It's just incredibly painful. It's exhausting. You want to sleep all the time. And you just, as usual, you don't get a break from the pain, which sucks. But you keep going, you make the best of it, you take all the meds with the ridiculous hours that you have to take them because it's like around the clock specific times, and you just hope for the best. You live quite miserably and swollen. And you get through it. It's just painful. And you're in the bathroom a lot. The biggest worry is dehydration and weight loss. I find that I eat like a house when I have C. diff. Like, I already eat a lot, but like I eat more with C. diff because I'm just like constantly going to the bathroom, so I'm constantly emptying my stomach and I'm constantly starving. So it is just not ending. There's like no end in sight, you know, when you get it. Alright, this salad is so beautiful. I'm so pleased. And the little blueberries in it, they're actually darker than I thought they might pop, but whatever. They're in there. They look good. I'm happy. So now we make the dressing. These blueberries are so sweet, guys. So good. Okay. I'm using this dressing that's already made as my base because it's really good. But what I'm going to do first is take like 2 good handfuls of blueberries. These delicious preserved lemons, also from Dark Horse Organics. I'm gonna throw a chunk in there. I'm gonna squeeze half of a lemon, the juice of it anyway. I love watching it, like when the oils and like the citrus bursts. Oh yeah. That's cute. Why don't I just shove the whole thing in front of the camera and you'll see nothing. And then I'm going to zest some orange. Organic, obviously. I don't have my microplane up here. I believe my mother-in-law has one. If not, you'll have to bear with me for a few seconds while I go grab one. I'm thinking it's an or not situation. I really thought, oh, she does. I think the orange zest will really accentuate the lemon and the blueberry well. And I think I'm going to add a little ginger because ginger helps everything. I think I need a little more zest. This will be a really dark dressing because the dressing has charcoal in it already. And let's see, sauerkraut liquid that's been fermented, olive oil, Dijon, charcoal, apple cider vinegar, and sea salt. All right, that looks really nice. Okay, that's some ginger. My fresh ginger is looking really crappy, so not so fresh. So we'll just add a little bit of it to this. And then I'm going to first do a quick blend of these before I add the already made really beautiful dressing from Dark Horse Organics. So we have about a quarter of dressing here. Thank you. And then I'm going to add about double that so that we have a half and half situation. And then I'm going to just whirl it around really quickly. Actually, our dressing is going to be beautiful and purpley. So how fun is that? It's going to be really nice. I haven't tried it yet, so I can't tell you if it's actually good dressing. And I always like to store everything. Okay, so let's see. Oh, it smells really, really vibrant, guys. It smells beautiful. I'm not downstairs, so I don't have all my utensils, so I'm just like trying to make do with what I have. It's easier to film in a full working kitchen. That's nice, although I'm going to add a little more blueberry, which is a shocker. I did not think I would, but I'm doing it. It's actually really nice. I just think the blueberry pop through just a little more, just a little bit. I like a slightly thicker dressing, like chunky or thick. Either one works. Yes, that's awesome. Okay, it's gonna be very good. I am going to chop the rest of these blueberries up if I don't keep burning them, and throw them in the salad as well because this is really that good. So I've been having the blueberries, not those, because I just messed them up, and putting them in the salad. I don't know why. I don't like whole fruits in salad. I don't care if it's the smallest fruit in the world. I like micro bites, if you will. I don't know. It's my thing. It's probably odd, but it's what I do because I like the aesthetic, I like the texture, I like the sizing, and since we're working with something that's super sprouty, I think you have to be more concerned of the size, because when you work against a sprout, you don't want like a massive chunk of something and then sprouts. It just doesn't flow. I'm gonna eat that one. Screw that. Okay, I'm gonna throw these in. Now we've got this gorgeous salad. The question, no, it's not a question. I will add this right as we're eating. So I always like to add things right before I eat. Things that have to go in last minute. Things that can't be added prior because they'll get soggy. It does really look like bacon, doesn't it, Kaya? Kaya said this once before, and I can't help but laugh. Tonight before we eat, I will add these sprouted, it's pumpkin and no, these are just sunflower seeds. And it's sprouted sunflower seeds with like a jalapeno seasoning. So it's like nutritional yeast, spirulina, garlic, chlorella, some other spices, jalapeno obviously. It's just really nice to have like that crunch and that spice. Since I didn't add garlic in anything for the first time ever, my husband might drop dead. It'll be in here. And then the dressing's really nice. It's tart, it's tangy, but it has that blueberry flavor. The salad has a million beautiful ingredients. It's gonna be awesome. And then in the rice, that will be high mineralized. I'm going to do, sorry if this is like really annoying. If you want me to stop eating while talking, let me know, I will. But it's so good, can't help myself. The rice is marinating in spring water, silica, dulse, and pink salt. What nutritional, did that say what nutritional yeast do I use? I buy an unfortified, that's what you want. You do not want the fortified nutritional yeast. I usually buy from the Raw Food World. It's unfortified, it's still really healthy. It just doesn't have, when it becomes fortified, it just has more processing. And you really don't need that when you're trying to get the protein, the flavor, and just the health benefits of it. Because it's high in something. What is it high in? High in B vitamins. So, I just like to order from the Raw Food World. I try to order everything in bulk. I save money that way. And I'm always trying to save money, which means I'm always sharing with you and trying to save you money too. But isn't that beautiful? Oh my god. So good. So I'll take a good half of that and box it up. And then when I cook the rice in a few hours, I will do it in spring water with a little pinch of salt, wakame, and I really like lately using Dark Horse Organics powder blend. It's got like sesame seeds and mushrooms. It's very umami. And then I add some extra sesame seeds. I grind them up, and then I add dried seaweed, and then I throw it into the rice at the end with some salt, obviously. And it just takes the rice to the next level, and my husband's become so in love with that. So it's like a really great whole meal with lots of nutrition, lots of minerals, and it's really medicinal. So it'll pair really nicely with the salad. There's our dinner. Can't breathe at all today. This is just absolutely dreadful. This is the leftover bit of the cucumber that I didn't use in the salad. And I'll eat this almost like French fries. I'll just put this on a plate or in a bowl with my carrot. And I'll just have this as a snack today during the middle half. And then that should tide me until dinner since I had a good sized breakfast. What I like to do with this is Trader Joe's makes a chili lime salt, and I like to sprinkle it with that, and it's really nice. And this I just like to eat on its own because it's really good. I just like it in like thin potato-y chip, like a little thicker than a potato chip, obviously. Sliced, that is just crunchy and just super appealing. If I wanted to dip any of these things in something, I could go savory or sweet with either because this is so high water that it actually could work with either flavor combo. Carrots are great because they are so versatile. And that way you're not wasting food, you're not throwing away stuff you didn't use, because when I see people do that, it drives me insane. We are users, we use everything here. Just gonna chop that way. And since I'm at the end, I just do little teeny circles. First things first. My first compost bag from this. I go through a lot of compost. Thank God we have a compost recycling situation in Howard County. Do you guys have compost recycling where you live, in your counties, your states? It's the greatest thing ever. It goes to the community garden center, or I don't know, community something, and then you can go actually get compost from them if you're growing your garden, which I find super cool. Alright, so I have 2 carrots left over, 1 corn, and a bunch of celery. I like to have a lot of celery on hand at all times. Ours is actually through the county. We have the blue trash can, or the blue recycling bins for recycling, and then the green one for composting. I think it's awesome. I didn't know if it was like a Maryland thing or if it was a county specific thing, but I think it's such a great idea. Actually, because of me, hey pumpkin, I'm literally just going to take this container that had the remainder of the old preserved lemon juice. I'm just going to use it to hold our dressing. It's going to be really good. And then that way, when we're done with it, we can just recycle it. Even though tomorrow's recycling day, I think it beats having to wash it. My husband loves not washing my mess. So, kudos to my brain for thinking about that. Okay, let's move the stuff that doesn't need to be touched right now for cleaning purposes. Oh, good snack. I've got an orange, carrots, and cucumber. least favorite part about being in the kitchen because I make such a mess. I love that my husband does the dishes, but when I'm making big things like this, I can't let him do the dishes. I'll do the dishes, but he can clean up everything tonight. And I'll save this corn for myself for tomorrow, or if I'm just dying and I need it tonight, got a corn. I didn't even put dill in this. I just really wanted to go very simple and just like really fresh. So there's no dried herbs or anything in this dish. And he's gonna love it. We love sprouts. I'm so thankful he loves them because that's like what I can eat. Part of me really doesn't want to wash these dishes. Part of me just wants to stack it and let him do it. He might even prefer it that way. I'm actually really tired. That's why I don't want to wash the dishes. I've been doing a lot of resting. A lot more than I want to be doing, let's put it that way. I'm just really worn down lately. And just getting up and getting in the flow of life is just too much for me to handle. I can't. Yes, I know. This is what everybody keeps telling me. Do I want to hear it? Not really. Do I know I need it? Yeah, I really need it, but I don't want to do it. And that is why over the next 2 days I have a lot of appointments, but they're all for like self-care and like internal health self-care. And so it should be, in theory, a relaxing few days. I'm having a lymphatic drainage massage done. I really hope it helps with some things that